Good morning, guys. It's Sunday, so that means it's Tarot and Oracle Review Day. Hope you guys are all well. I just got my peppermint tea on the go this morning in another new witchy brew mug. So this one is from Sainsbury's, if anybody's interested, from the Halloween section, and it's really kind of cool. This is like the little things that please me here. So it's black when you sort of first get it, and then as you pour the hot water in, it reveals all of these little stars and then all of this fire at the bottom. But yeah, it's the little things that just sort of make me smile, but just thought I'd share that with you whilst they're still available in Sainsbury's. So, as it's sort of approaching the witching sort of season, and we're not long till sort of Halloween time now, I thought I would show you another more sort of witchy, kind of mystical kind of deck today. A little bit different to anything I've shown you thus far. So, I'm going to show you today the Magical Spellcards Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. So this is an amazing, amazing deck. I've had this for a couple of years now, and it's a really, really powerful deck. It is one of my favourites. It's not one I would necessarily use so much for readings, although you can use them in with readings and healing work, but they are decks, you know, as the name suggests, spell cards. You can use them more in actual witchcraft and magic, which I have done, and I've had some really, really fabulous results. So, beautiful deck on the back, beautiful box, sorry, on the back. Examples of the cards, full of colour here, and then there's quite a brief sort of introduction to what they're about, what they offer. It was produced in 2017 and it's by Blue Angel Publishing, so we're starting to see a few of their decks. So as we open up the box, we've got these beautiful, beautiful cards themselves, and then a lovely, lovely big old book there with loads of information in, which we will kind of get to. There's a lot of sort of reference and work on how to use these in traditional magic, as well as, you know, if you were to incorporate them in readings, so you get the best of both worlds there. The cards themselves, like I say, this is a deck I absolutely love. They're a beautiful matte finish. They feel amazing in the hand. They're really, really lovely, lovely and soft. These are really good thickness as well. They're quite a thick stock quality. So good card thickness there. Okay. So I'm just going to start to show you some of these. I'll just see if it says how many are in this deck. It's a 45 deck. So 45 cards is quite a good amount, isn't it? So I'm just going to start to show you some of these so you can sort of see how they are, how they work. So each card has a main sort of piece to it, so a main topic. So this one's health. And then it's got a little bit of a spell, an incantation. And then in the book there's a deeper version of that. So we've got this one here, Mother Earth Sweet, Mother Earth Bright, bring to me your health and might. So these are almost a great kind of card you could use to sort of set you up for the day, really, you know, depending on what you might actually need. And what's really cool as well, as we go to the back of these, they're all different, so I almost have to show you the back and the front, because we've got collections here. So a collection of them have this energy on the back, and then I'll show you when there's a different one. So they're all sort of categoried. They're all mixed up now, obviously, because I have used them before. So like this one's a different set again, so the back's different again. So there's a lot of imagery in these, but they are absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is another one that's different. So again, we're sort of encompassing more. It's almost like the Chinese kind of like energy a little bit there, it looks like. But they're a really, really sort of unique deck. I don't think they're like anything I've shown you before. This is another one, the back. I love that one. Really, really cool. And then the front. But you can see all these beautiful deep purples, deep blues, pinks. So much to them. So they're a really, really cool, great deck to be working with, actually. So I just love them. Really, really love these. So I want to show you enough of these so you can see. Now I'm not sure if I showed you the original design that we kind of came across. That was the original back of the design. Okay. But yeah, they've got that sort of vintage kind of look to them as well. They're just very mystical. I just love them, you know. They are very, very different, like I say, to anything else that we've kind of come across thus far. And I love the fact that all the actual images are in black and white, but then, you know, the card has got the full kind of colour piece to it as well. I think that's pretty special. So, as you can see, each one is very unique. No two are the same. There's a lot to these. And like I say, I use these an awful lot, have done in magic work, in healing work, and I have used them for readings as well. And just if I feel like I need a little bit of a pick-me-up, they're a good deck to work with. You know, this is a deck I suppose, if I was using it reading-wise, is more I'd use it personally for me, rather than on people. But having said that, you know, they are fantastic. So I do really, really love this deck. So it might be that you'd purchase this and you'd use it for your own magic, your own witchcraft, or keep it back for something a bit more sacred and special. You could also use these on your altar. So, you know, I have used these in the past on my witches' altars and things like that. So that's an option as well. They have literally so many kind of points and purposes to them. So I'm going to show you maybe like one or two more just so you can see and you've got enough of these. Okay. I'm going to literally show you like, right, that's going to be the last one, as that's a nice one. Okay. So as ever, let's pick a card for Sunday. Let's sort of see what's happening, let's see what's going on, let's see what we all need to be aware of. And so for Sunday, but for the week ahead also. Now also what's great with these, I think they're quite a lovely size. They're quite big, but I quite like the bigger cards. Glide so nice and comfortably in the hand. So beautiful, beautiful. And trying to see as I'm sort of shuffling them, you can start to see all the different artwork on the back there. Yeah. So asking a card for the highest of good for this Sunday and the week ahead. Oh, that's decided to come out. So we've got the card of harmony here, and it just says, I create, I will share, harmony divine with love and care. That's really nice. And then we've got this sort of like this old wise woman sort of stirring the cauldron there. So that's a really, really beautiful, beautiful card. So let's find this one in the book. So, and again, what I love, not just a number, but quite a big number on there. They're all sort of like really well presented, lovely framework around the edge, really good, really easy to sort of see what's happening and what's kind of going on here. So let me just find 27. Okay, so you get, whoa, there's like a ton of information in here. There's a lot to this. This is like nearly, well, it is 3 big pages of stuff. Okay, so we've got, so I'll just read you this in sections so you can get the idea and the information here. So harmony is when life seems to be in a state of rare and precious balance. Energy flows. We find ways to create connections with each other. Your strength grows and you feel both understood by and understanding of others. For a while, there is a sense of cooperation and openness that is healing and wonderful. Harmony is a precious, light-hearted state of being, where changes can take place and transformation occurs, seemingly without force, strain, or effort. Harmony is indeed a magical and blessed state of being. If you have been chosen by this spell, the universe wishes for you to cease pushing, forcing, and straining your way through life. While your commitment and effort is acknowledged, it is now time for you to allow yourself to drop the many burdens you are carrying. The universe also wishes for you to experience that it is safe to just let things happen. if only for a while. It is time to receive what is already there for you, that which can seem to simply magic. Hold on. That which can seem to simply magically happen. Sorry, it's my dyslexia, guys. If you surrender, open up to the harmony of the universe and allow the space for this to happen. If you have chosen this spell, you may feel that life and all that must be done is an effort. And obviously with COVID and everything, a lot of people are feeling that way, aren't they? Perhaps there is a pressure on you, and you have shouldered much responsibility and kept moving and kept doing the work, despite the heavy weight you are bearing. There may have been conflict in these situations, and this spell will help you to release some of the burdensome energy, lighten the load you carry, reduce the quarrels, conflict and misunderstandings, and let you breathe deeply into the state of harmony, within which change can take place smoothly and naturally. Somehow you will see that without the strain, beautiful outcomes have a space through which they can flow to you. The universe is offering you harmony in the form of this spell. Weave its magic and see what the wonders that results from this shifting and clearing of energy will bring. And then it's got here harmony spell. So this is the spell itself if you were to use it within witchcraft or magic. So for this spell, you will be recreating your sacred space and doing some kitchen witching. You will need 1 firmly packed cup of rose petals, which we'll use to make the 1 cup of rose water, 1 tablespoon of sugar, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of honey, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 packet of active dry yeast, 3 to 4 cups of flour, butter, food dye, and the white of 1 egg. You will also need some rose petals and rosemary for garnish. Use organic products as much as possible, but in particular use organic rose water and rose petals. So go to your kitchen and oven. Visualize a beautiful circle of golden light all about you and your work area. Everything you do in this space is going to create magic. Edible, delicious magic. This is going to make me hungry now, guys. To make your own rose water, which you can use for all sorts of magical purposes, simmer your rose petals in about 1.5 cups of water. While they are gently simmering, visualize love and harmony spreading through all your friends. Scoop out the petals and continue simmering until the water has reduced and is aromatic. Let it cool a little, then pour the liquid into a bowl. Pop the yeast in and let it dissolve in the rose water. Stir in your cinnamon, sugar, honey and salt, all the while thinking about how wonderful it is when we all get along, understand each other, and find ways to empathise. Wash your hands and knead your dough, adding the flour little by little until it's lovely and firm. Move the dough about in little circles. It should be very flexible yet firm, and you will know when it feels just right, when all is in harmony. Put the dough back in the bowl, place a cloth over the top, and go and do something lovely for an hour. Play music, take a walk, sing and dance. Do anything that makes you feel wonderful. Quick swig of drink for me then. Can't beat that, can you? Write a list of friends that you would love to share this bread with. Chant their names and imagine everyone enjoying themselves together. Now, after an hour has passed, return to your bowl and dough. You will notice it's swollen, growing in love and harmony. Half the dough and shape each half into a circle for the group with no beginning, no end, all facing each other, a circle of endless harmony and perfection, a ring to protect and bind and share. Place each loaf onto a buttered sheet of baking paper and chant this 3 times. As I create, I will share, harmony divine with love and care. Now mix your egg white with some food dye and draw the rune. Okay, so it's asking us to do like a rune, but it's not actually got a diagram of that. I can't even say that word. Ingwas, and it says pictured below, but actually there is no picture of that below. Is that on there? No, so there's no picture of that below upon each loaf. So you could maybe use your own tuition with that, or you could Google and look up how that rune looks. So this rune symbolises peace, love, harmony, understanding, unity amongst those who are different, and the abundance that can come through cooperation. You also may choose to paint the loaves with vines and petals that intertwine and join together to represent harmony and cooperation. Pop your loaves into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for approximately 40 minutes. Take your loaves out, and when they have cooled a little, decorate with rose petals and rosemary. When you have finished, see the circle of golden light all about you shimmer, then dissolve, transmuting and being reabsorbed back into the energy of the universe. Share your bread with those you wish to create or enhance harmony with, and watch the magic begin. Blessed be. So, like I say, very, very different, and all the spells in here are different. That's a baking spell. Some of them are not baking spells. Some of them work more through mind. Some of them, you might need other objects. So it's a really, really different deck, like I say, to what I've shown you before, but really quite cool, really quite nice. So from a reading side of things, the card of harmony, it could be, like I said earlier, with COVID, some of you might be just really up against it, various other things. There might just be an imbalance of harmony around you at the moment. So this card for us for Sunday and for the week ahead is wanting to restore some balance and order and let that love come back into our life. So really, really interesting there. Very, very different to what I've shown you, like I say, but I love this deck. This is a 10 deck for me, but now you've seen how it sort of works, you can see why maybe I wouldn't always sort of work with it in a reading state of play, because it has so many sort of weird and wonderful uses. But if you feel like this is a deck that you want to explore for yourself, definitely check it out. It is Magical Spellcard Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. Like I say, a brilliant deck. You won't be disappointed. For any sort of like collectors of unique and mystical decks, this is definitely one to have in the collection. So we're going to leave the energy of this with you. Hope it resonates, hope it helps. Stay safe, stay well. Much love and blessings. More videos coming soon. Bye guys.